The Rising of the Shield Hero, Volume 4, Chapter 82, Grave Visit. We should be arriving at the harbor town soon. The meeting spot for this event is at the harbor town. The other heroes seem to have traveled on a carriage the country prepared. They started sooner, but it is likely that Fido overtook them. Since we haven't been traveling on a carriage in a while, Fido is happy. Now Fumi-sama, may we take a little detour? Raftalia informs me of the place where she wants to go. It's not very far, so there should be no problems. Sure, that's fine. Fido, please turn here and head inland. Okay. The place we arrive at, an abandoned village. You can tell from the tattered buildings that this was a village. There are houses with roofs and walls, but some are even burnt down. The collapsed feudal lord mansion gave off a very plain feeling. It looked brand new before it was abandoned. However, I can't say for how long. I should consider when this place was abandoned. Raftalia was just staring at the abandoned village until we passed it. When I look, there are numerous graves at the edge of the village. Come to think of it, I heard that Raftalia was part of a farming village near the sea, and it was the first to be attacked by the wave. Could this possibly be the village where Raftalia was born and raised? 3 months have already passed since I arrived in this world, considering the hero summoning ceremony, 4 months at most. I only need to look at this demi-human village that was there 4 months ago to imagine the intensity of the wave. Certainly the Queen did say that the one she entrusted internal affairs with died during the wave. Considering that he was also popular with the demi-humans, he might have been the feudal lord of this village. Raftalia, Ne-chan, where are we going? Just going to the cliff to watch the ocean. Alright, understood. As the carriage rattles and continues on, I continue to stare at the village that Raftalia might have been born in. Before long, we arrive at a cliff overlooking the sea, and Raftalia gets off the carriage. There is a pile of small stones at the tip of the cliff. I think that is a grave. Raftalia picks up some flowers blooming in the vicinity and places it before the tomb. Then she clasps her hand together to pray. The sun is setting, covering the area in an orange hue. I could not talk to Raftalia today. If I think about it, Raftalia lost her family approximately 4 months ago. I think that she is very strong mentally. I think that she is already very strong mentally. Losing her family and living on. No wonder she had such dead eyes when I saw her. Is there anything I can do for Raftalia? Isn't there anything? Whatever. No, what will happen to Raftalia when I return to my original world? Though Fido will have Melty, Raftalia has nothing. Occasionally, Raftalia anxiously asks about my reason for returning to my original world when this is all over. Sorry to have kept you waiting. No problem. Let's go. Okay. When this wave is over, I'll have to think about what to do with Raftalia. After all the heroes arrived at the harbor town, we all boarded the ship. Incidentally, due to the ship's size, even Fido's carriage was able to be loaded. So we were covered there. Ren, Moriyasu, and Itsuki were all down by seasickness after half a day. Since cabins were allocated, there shouldn't be any problems. However, all the heroes were gathered because the sailors wanted to greet us, and the 3 of them were vomiting in the sea while groaning painfully. Seasickness, huh? Ever since I was small, for some reason, no matter what the vehicle, I was never affected. Oh yeah, that's right, I forgot about that. He's really proud of this, too. Probably due to the seasickness, the 3 heroes are overly friendly. To be frank, I have no intentions of getting friendly with them, but Natsumi seems to be fine. Yeah, I don't get motion sickness easily. Kyaho! By the way, Fido is in her demon form and is swimming around the ocean. No, wait, is she swimming or floating? Since this is Fido's first time at sea, she excitedly dived in. Occasionally, she would ride the boat and then jump back to play afterwards. Although this is a big ship, I'm still a little uneasy. It should be fine since Fido can use wind magic, though. In a crisis, she should be able to hold her own. Ah, there is a big fish approaching Fido from behind. Fido, it's dangerous. As Fido turns around, a shark-like demon opens its mouth to attack. Tay! Fido kicks the jaw of the demon sharp as it flies through the air. It was sent flying right into the ship deck. The sailors and adventurers scream. As the demon shark struggled violently on the deck, Fido finishes it off. It is a big mistake to treat Fido as your food. Then she proceeds to stuff her face with the demon shark meat. Don't dirty the deck. I think you're glossing over something important there. An extremely pale Itsuki mutters at me. Well, it is indeed amazing. And speaking of amazing, I think of Fido. Since the ship's rear has a ballista attached to it, I do not need to fight either. By the way, this is already the 2nd shark. The first one was dismantled and absorbed by my shield. Requirements for blue shark shield has been released. Requirements for shark bite shield has been released. Requirements for shark leather shield has been released. Requirement for shark meat shield has been released. Blue Shark Shield, equipment bonus, Swimming Skill 1, unmastered. Shark Bite Shield, equipment bonus, Shipboard Combat Skill 1, unmastered. Special Fang, Shark's Fang. Special Effect, Shark's Fang. Shark Leather Shield, equipment bonus, 2% damage reduction from the aquatic system, unmastered. Special Effect, Shark Skin. Shark Meat Shield, equipment bonus, Agility 3, unmastered. The swimming skills description, I can swim like everyone else. I'm sure you are a hammer. Yeah. If you guys think I'll drown if I fall into the ocean, tough luck, I can swim. The seasick heroes are whispering with each other about whether or not I will fall into the sea and drown, so I warn them. That's not what I'm talking about. What is? I think Itsuki is a hammer. I am? I think Ren is also one too. I think Moriyasu-san is one too. Did you guys analyze each other's swimming abilities? Oh well, does Shipboard Combat Skill 1 improve my movements on a ship? Is there even going to be a situation where I fight on board? Let's try it out when I have some free time. Since this is the same demon, I will leave it alone. It seems even on the move, my experience value and materials are increasing. Are you guys alright? Some guy wearing clothes that make him look like a pirate is anxiously asking the other heroes their conditions. It's merely seasickness. Your worrying is unnecessary. They will get used to it after a while. Right. And you are? Captain. After looking closely, I can see it's a woman. Her height is a little lacking. Raftalia is taller. Though I did not get a good look at her due to the clothing, she is a considerably beautiful girl. Her face is probably good enough for Moriyasu to flirt with her. She also seems young. To be a captain of a ship at that age, what is wrong with this world? I am the captain. I also made the ship. Captain and shipbuilder? Right. What a skillful fellow. Right. Since a little while ago, all she is saying is right. What a downer. Though she is skillful, she has problems talking. The sea is acting up. I see. A storm is coming. You can tell? No problem. Hiro-sama should rest in the cabin. That reminds me, I haven't introduced myself yet. I am the hero of the shield. Those three on the floor, there are the other heroes. Right. Best regards. As the captain mutters, a sailor yells about an incoming storm. And so, we return to the cabin. Firo felt the waves rising, returned to her human form, and entered the cabin. Though the captain speaks little, she is a hard-working fellow. The ship kept advancing, despite the storm. Raftalia, it seems you aren't getting seasick. Because I am from the village near the sea. Ah, but do you have experience on a boat? Yep. By the way, as for what happened to the other heroes and their companions, they rested in their cabins the whole trip. The ship was rocked in all directions throughout the heavy storm, but we arrived at Kamira Island the following morning. Firo was extremely excited, and even Raftalia widened her eyes. Well, you can guess the reactions of other adventurers and new sailors. Kamira Island is a volcanic island that exceeds my imagination. Is it because I'm using Hawaii as a standard? There is also no guarantee this map is accurate. By the way, Kamira Island is a nickname. Its official name is Kamira I know this word, it's just a weird word. Archipelago? Archipelago, I think. It seems that there are also various islands nearby. Archipelago. Rather than the rough sea voyage from Melromark, the waves near the archipelago... Waves near the archipelago are... It just means a collection of islands. But I don't know if that's the correct way to pronounce it. Whatever. The waves near the archipelago are calm. And you can even walk across the islands during low tide. Can we ride Firo to another island? Here and there, other islands could be seen. Now then, we've arrived at Kamira Island, but I was amazed at the other heroes appreciating the island and being grateful. All of them look quite sleepy since it was virtually impossible to sleep last night with all the rolling around. Bitch's face is pale and she vomits. Serves you right. Are you guys weak to vehicles? No, Fumi, you are the strange one. When the cabin was turned upside down, I thought we sank. Coming to this strange world, there are many amazing things. Certainly, the ship was turned over several times. Every time I expected the ship to sink, but I was surprised. Since it was troublesome to roll around, I made a hammock in the cabin and slept. I wonder if the sailors are used to such things. They recommended that I make a hammock to sleep in when the storm came. Even the cabin said that such a big storm was rare. Is it due to the wave of calamity? If such a storm were to appear in my world, then any ship would surely sink. After this boat trip, I am again realizing this is a different world. Why don't just all of the rooms have cabins? Why give the other heroes beds, or not cabins, sorry, hammocks? Right, shouldn't ships just, like, always have hammocks? I don't know, whatever.